Assalamu alaikum. As we're approaching the month of Muharram, we are going to talk about values from Ashura. And one of the main values we've learned from Ashura is bravery. So in today's show, we are just going to look at bravery Islam and how we can implement this in the current generations. So before we get onto the show, let's get the participants to introduce themselves, please.
Okay, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Imam Hussein.
Okay.
Assalamu alaikum, my name is Imam Hussein.
Okay, so welcome to today's show.
Thank you.
And my first question is that according to your experiences or insight, what does bravery mean to you? And if you can, connect it to Islam.
Bravery means like you're struggling for something, like how Imam Hussein did in the plains of Karbala to save the deen of his grandfather, the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
Okay, so that's what you think bravery is. Okay, very good.
Well, according to me, bravery is mostly like standing up for yourself. Example, a bully guy comes in front of you. What do? This guy has been bullying you since, like, you can't say kindergarten. Like, okay, since you started preschool. What can you do? It's high time now. You should stand up for yourself. You should not get tortured, like, you don't get like harassed and stuff like that. So what you do, you stand up for yourself. Like, okay, he teases you, he bullies you, whatever. People are looking at you. Just tell him, are you done? That will make him stop. Like, you should not react, you should not get angry, you should not cry. Otherwise, he'll keep on tormenting you every time. So what you do is that you have to be brave enough, look up in front of him and see, are you done? If it is, you can please go now. That's it.
Exactly like how Imam Ali alayhi salam used to do. When a Kufian person came to him and he knew that he's Imam Ali, he told him so bad words, that Imam Ali alayhi salam told him that, are you thirsty? Do you want to sleep? And that man, he got so pleased with Imam Ali, and he converted his deen to Islam.
Thank you for your point about Imam Ali and Islam. Imam Hussein, you had talked about bullying, yeah, which often happens to all of us. Yes, the kids, and those are grown up too. So that's, you were trying to explain how you can show your bravery, yeah?
Yeah. Okay, like in the Battle of Khandaq, when there was this enemy, he was a really strong person, and like most of that tribe, like the main guy was him. Without him, the whole of the army would have broken down. It's like the government, everyone was depending on that one guy, which is not like, if you depend on one guy, the guy does a mistake, all are finished. So what Imam Ali did, like they were fighting, and the tyrant spit it on Imam Ali's face. If Imam Ali would have taken action, it means he would have killed that enemy not qurbatan in Allah. He would have killed for the sake of his anger. So what he did, he went to wash his face. He came back, he killed him. So whatever, it's like a lesson to us that whatever we do is for the sake of Allah.
Okay.
The same thing Imam Ali did in Khaybar. There was a big guy, and the time on the enemy side there was a ruler, and he had called a really fat guy, who you can just push you in one hand and you die. So Imam Ali comes there, okay, and he used to just push the door and the door could break. And Imam Ali showed his bravery that Islam is the best. He just pointed the door and the door opened itself.
Wow. So that's another act of bravery. So we've learned from Imam Hussein and Islam and Imam and Islam the way how to be brave.
Imam Ali is so brave. Imam Hassan is so brave, so Imam Hussein of course must be brave. And in the plains of Karbala, he was brave, but when he got the order from Allah, your time is up, and he stops. If Imam Hussein could be brave at that time, Imam Hussein was a brave guy. But when the order of Allah comes to them, they stop everything. They don't go beyond Allah's order, as how we do.
Yeah. Okay.
I have a point to him. You have a child. You go in front of your child, ask just a little drops of water. Imagine your own child being killed in front of your eyes, on your hands. What would you feel? You feel like just dying at that stage.
Exactly.
But what did Imam Hussein do? He stood up. Although he carried the body of Hazrat Abbas, Hazrat Ali Akbar, when he was there was a stampede on his body. Imagine, how can you carry your own brother or your own son's body in front of your own eyes? You feel like just crying a lot. But what he did, he stood up again. He lost his strength, but he gained it up again. He fought. Now, as Mazari said, that when Allah's command came, that was the part when he bowed down and did sajda. He said, surely I have completed my task, my mission in this world.
Yeah, Bibi Zainab did the same thing to honor Muhammad. When they were allowed to go to fight, Bibi Zainab was praying to Allah to accept the qurbani which He has sent it. And when they died, not died, shaheed,
Martyr.
martyr, right, Ahsant. Bibi Zainab smiled and told Imam Hussein that Allah has kabooled my qurbani. He has accepted it. So we should be happy. But when Bibi Zainab went back to Medina, she saw those two musallas like that, you saw those two bad, that's when she cried. In the plains of Karbala, she showed Yazid that we are the bravest.
So yeah, okay, so that comes to my next verse, is that we know that during Ashura, a lot of young people died. As Imam Hussein said, a 6-month-old baby died. And some of them were not even married, had not even reached past 15 years. Yeah?
Baligh.
Like
Baligh,
Ali
yeah.
Akbar, like how? Hazrat Ali Akbar,
Exactly,
the son of Imam
yeah.
Hussein.
So do you think that it was fair on them to go through this knowing that they would die?
No, it was not fair. But they wanted to protect the deen of their grandfather. They wanted to protect the deen of their uncle. That's why they gave their life. Imam Hussein from Medina, he came out by saying, what? I'm going to do Amra bil Ma'ruf. I'm going to do Nahy al Munkar. I'm going to save the deen of my grandfather, the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. It was fair. It was not fair that time. But it was the order. It was the order from Allah to show these people that we can give our life, but we cannot give bayat to this ruler who is bad, Yazid. And that's why always Hussein's name is Zindabad and Yazid's name is Murdabad.
Okay, so basically it was a command from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and they knew that they were doing this for the right reason,
Yeah.
right? Imam Hussein, what about you?
Well, as Mazar said that it's not fair, right? Well, I also say that it is fair at the same side.
No, I didn't say it's not fair. I said it was not fair. But they had to do it. They had to show Yazid that we are the best people. They were not proud, but they had to do it by any means.
So, like, what I say is, it was fair. You are saving the religion of your grandfather. You are saving the religion Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala chose. Now, how can you just let it go all, like we can't say waste, but, it goes into, the rules are just, it's inappropriate. Like, okay, we can say Yazid fasted, he prayed. But he prayed, he fasted. He just he just took out Imam Hussein's head. He was that's unforgivable. That's an unforgivable sin. So I heard it on a Friday that give your personality for the sake of Islam. Do not let it just go on, go away. What they did was fair. Yes, they were young, but they went to fight for the sake of Allah.
Exactly.
They did not just fight for their pride just because they are young, just because they need to show their ability on how. Yes, they showed their ability as the young ones. It is a really great, in the eyes of Allah. It's really great that a young youth going to fight in a battle.
And they killed so many
people. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Before they died, they killed quite a
And
lot.
Ali Asghar could not do anything. But when those people, they saw that these people, when Imam Hussein went to them, and they thought this is Quran, who is Imam Hussein bringing to them? Tell them, give them some water. If I'm putting him down, he put him down the hot sand of Karbala. It was so hot. There was no water. Yazid took all the water, had captured the Furat thing, had captured it. He had put it down. Give this guy a water. They were all coming towards it. But then Yazid stopped him. And these people, they were just doing all this for money. I'm telling them that when you die, you cannot take everything inside your cupboard, right?
Exactly.
You cannot take it. You have to leave it here. You should learn something from this youth.
Okay, like we should all learn a lesson from Hur. When he was the one who took Imam Hussein to Karbala, while Imam Hussein was going to save Islam, they said Hur came, took him to Karbala, which all this occurred. But it's the will of Allah, He wanted it to happen. Hur then he was fighting like he was in the army of Yazid. But when Imam Hussein told him that come back, Hur thought something like that and came back. So like Hur came back and like he fought bravely and he died as a shaheed, as a martyr.
And Hur, we see his personality was really high. He took Imam Hussein in Karbala, in a state that Bibi Zainab from Karbala to Sham, Sham to Kufa, they were taken without hijab. Hur brought Imam Hussein to the part which was right, and he died also in the part of right. And he was given the handkerchief of Bibi Fatima alayhi salam. So we see how great personality was Hur.
Yeah.
So boys, we know that being brave is one of the ideal characteristics of an ideal Muslim, yeah? Now, tell me, is there a limit of how brave you can get?
As Imam Hussein said in about the Jang Khaybar, Imam Ali was so strong. He was given the name of Asadullah. Asadullah means lion of Allah. I give an example in the jungle. The lion is the jungle, he's the king of the jungle. So what do you think? Imam Ali was the king. He was the king of that time, as how he said. In that battle, Imam Ali was the king because he was given the title as Asadullah. So Imam Ali could just kill him on that time when he slaughtered him. So he was also showing that there is a limit of bravery. There is a limit of bravery.
Thank you for your insight in terms of how brave Imam Ali, Imam Hussein and his companions were, and the fact that you gave good examples. I mean, reflecting back upon history, that was very good. So now, you know, there are some of us in this world who are not brave enough, or who are insecure, or who are like we're fearful of everything, yeah? So maybe if you can give us one or two ideas on how to get rid of that negative qualities in us and become more brave. Imam Hussein.
Well, actually, in real life, there is nothing for you to be scared of except your own sins. Because your own sins you're making, you're creating your own charcoal for Jahannam.
Very right, yeah.
Now, okay, there's nothing to be fearful in this world. Everything you do, kurbatan ilallah. So what is there to be scared of?
We have to die one day. We have to answer those people inside there. We have to answer them. So if we don't show a good quality in this world, if we don't act upon how Imam Hussein, Imam Ali, the Holy Prophet did, what can we answer down there? If we act upon them, we act on them, how did they act? So they will come to help us down there when we are burning.
Okay, fine. Like as what Brother Mazar said, that we all mean the great. Yes, we are all going to die. We are going to leave each and every single thing we have in this world, which are worldly affairs. The only thing we are taking with us is our salah and our soul. That is it. We are not going to take anything. Then, like as also Brother Mazar said, we should implement the acts the Imams applied on their life. We should also apply it in our lives. I'm not trying to say what they did. They went to fight in Ashura. They went to fight every battle. I'm not meaning that. They did jihad. We can do jihad by fighting with our own nafs, our own desires. That is also jihad. Like, so I said that, it's like this jihad. Now, okay, as I said on the first point that the bully comes to you, okay, fine. What if everyone laughs at you? You are in this world for the people or for Allah? Obviously for the sake of Allah. So whatever the people say about you, do not feel angry, do not start to cry, just be brave. But not be brave like as overconfident.
Now, as we see that how King Imam Hussein said that we should not be scared of anybody. Our parents gave us birth, okay? They took care of us for 9 months in this time. So we are scared of them. Allah has created our parents. So we should more be scared of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Even as a tyrant of Yazid comes to you, I'm not saying that Imam Hussein was scared. No, no, he was brave, and we should be brave like him. He was just showing. He was just showing that a small kid of 9 months or 6 months can stay without water.
Okay, but I understand where you're coming from. The fact that a young 6-month-old baby sacrifice days without water. That is a good sign of bravery. Yeah, nowadays kids unfortunately cannot do even an hour.
Yeah, even in Ramadan, I've seen many people in my school. They drink water and they go home and they say lies that they are fasting, right? So we should not do like that. Whoever is looking right now, he should understand our point. If he's a Shia or not a Shia, Imam Hussein has taught all of us are one. Before this month of Muharram, there was Dhul Hajj. Everybody went for Hajj. Yeah, they were all unity there. So they were all united. That's why Imam Ali is showing it. Whoever is looking right now to us, me and Kimji or Muhammad Hussain, should understand us and try to ponder. We don't say that change your deen. No. Ponder.
Ponder upon your action and reflect on what.
Yeah.
Yes. And Muhammad Hussein had said that you have to be brave in terms of you have to fight with your own nafs. Because that's the biggest battle we are facing right now, right? At the time of Ashura, it was a battle with actual people. Right now, even though they are around the world, especially in the Middle Eastern countries, there are wars going on. But we have to also worry about our nafs. Which,
Like I give an example. I'm just giving an example. Like for me, as how I fight it. This is a single example. Like it was a Sunday, and like my friends were going swimming, and like I really wanted to go, but I also thought I just finished my madrasa exams on Saturday. Well, this week will be much harder because they're the 2 exams. So what I did, I fight in my own nose. My nafs are telling me, go swimming. It's a Sunday, enjoy. But I said no. If I don't study today, then I'm finished, because I will have little time to study for 2 topics. So like I was thinking, what should I do? Should I go what Shaitan is telling me, or should I do what Allah likes more? So what I chose is what Allah likes more.
And in fact, what you said was, you know how we're saying that we are fighting against our nafs. We're also being brave by sacrificing our needs in front of Shaitan. For example, he is always tormenting us, right?
Exactly.
He's our biggest enemy. So we have to be brave by fighting off his, what's the word? Unnecessary words that he drills in our minds, right? Okay, very good. Okay, so we are about to round up this episode. But before we go, there's a quote by this guy called Thomas Jefferson. And he said that one man with courage is a majority. Okay? So what can you understand by this, Muhammad Hussain?
Well, what I understand, you are in a group. Let's say a community. Let's say a society. There's a meeting. And you give an opinion. People don't vote for it. But if you're sure, and before you say that your opinion, you say Bismillah, in the name of Allah, the most beneficent, the most merciful. I'm doing this for your sake, to the benefit of the people. So please help me in this. Surely Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will help you.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also says, struggle and I will surely help you. In exam, when we revise nicely. Okay? For example, before this incident of the building fell down, us all of it, we had a group. That Uncle Naushad Dosa, he used to teach us. He used to waste his all time. And we used to not listen to him. And now when we are coming to know, after everything has passed, we are understanding, and that's when our brains are opening. This is Shaitan who is disturbing us. Shaitan in every step of your life, he tells us, do this, do that, do this, do that. Look at movies, look at film, look at that, look at bad things. He distracts us in every type of way. Even in exam.
Yeah.
Allah says, struggle and I'll surely help you. We don't read, we go to Chabo. Huh?
Chabo?
Cheating. We call it
cheating, okay.
Chabo.
We cheat.
Yes.
And we fail. We
Yeah.
never pass.
Yeah, exactly.
Even the person who is a winner, who gets 100, and we Chabo to him, cheat to him.
Yeah.
Copy.
copy.
It's no point, yeah.
It's
You
a
just,
point, you
You're just
never
passing
buy.
with fake colors, basically, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, yeah.
You go to the next grade without, this is not working. Example.
And that guy, he must
Yeah.
be not also in the next class. Like you're in 5, you go to 6, and that he is in B, and you're in A. Now, what you will do?
Exactly.
You don't know what is in 5. Now you come in 6, that guy is there, that guy is there. You cannot come out from that class and go in when the exam has been proclaimed. Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, so yeah, something similar to the quote I was saying, that one man with courage is a majority. So for example, let's say that this one man is Imam Hussein alayhi salam. He was alone at the end of the battle. In terms of whoever was fighting, he was the only one left at the end. Sort of, yeah? So because of his ultimate sacrifice, loads of people gained courage and confidence. Like
Yeah.
Bibi Zainab, she spoke up for her brother's battle, right? People until now we mourn his death and his family companion because he showed courage, right? So this point by Thomas Jefferson can apply to Imam Hussein alayhi salam. And as Muhammad Hussein said, that in our community there will always be one person who's brave and who's confident enough to lead the community to do good, whether it's Muslim community or non-Muslim. Every society has one good person who can help lead the whole community, like Imam Hussein and Islam said.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
really
so
true.
before we go, is there anything you would like to tell those who are watching just about bravery or something about Ashura that has touched your heart?
Hijab. Bibi Zainab alayhi salatu wasalam, she used to, in the Mersha we hear, after she was snatched at her chadar, she used to cover herself with her hairs. Yeah? So we should know that hijab is a very important thing. Also those who does not wear. We are not telling that you should wear, but we should learn something from there. Okay?
But I need to talk about bravery. This is point. For those who have fear inside, take it out. Just give it to people. Before they go to school tomorrow, or maybe some other day, today night, just pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala should help you tomorrow. If a bully comes to you, or if anyone comes in front of you, don't be scared. If you are giving a speech in front of millions of people, maybe 3 or 4 people, just before you start, just do qurbatan ilallah. And I'm telling you that Allah surely will help you and you will not be shy. As me and Brother Mazhar are here, we are brave enough to talk in front of you.
So thank you, Muhammad Hussein and Mazhar, for the very good points, because it actually opened up my mind to think differently, because we've always think from one direction, but with the points you've come from, we can now think from outside the box, let's say. And I hope that the points that these boys have said will make a difference into your perception of Ashura and the matters that Imam Hussein and his companions and family had to face. And I hope that you continue to be brave in your own way and stand up for Islam in your own way. And so before we go, we'd like to say,
Husseiniya Zindabad.
Wassalam.